the Red One, as it exists currently, is about, I guess the body's about this big. Probably weighs 8 pounds. And usually, there you can put a lot of stuff on it. I don't like to put a lot of stuff on it. So we only had, let's see, we had a little monitor, a little onboard monitor, lens. So maybe we got up to 10 pounds, 11 pounds. But they've got a new camera coming out, the Epic, that's even smaller than the Red One. It's about this big. And I think that's going to be that's going to be exciting. And then you're going to be able to turn it into a still camera. We're preparing Cleopatra, which is going to be shot in 3D with the Red. So there's a lot of good stuff going on.
How much do the cameras you're used to operating weigh, like your preferred camera before the Red?
Well, I was a Panavision guy, and I've been very twice now we've used Panavision anamorphic lenses on the Red, which really look beautiful. So I think it's going to be, there's always going to be a certain quality that some people are going to be looking for in film that they're going to want to maintain. For the way I like to work and the kind of image that I like to look at, the Red's really good for me. I really like the way the sensor sees light and the ease of it, the size of it, the flash cards. There's no umbilical cord attached to anything. It's kind of ideal for the way I work.
But also the mobility is kind of a thing that's interesting. Like when you play with a camera like this, you can like do all these weird shots you were never able to do in terms of doing things like that. I mean, as an operator, does that appeal to you?
Well, it can. There's sort of there are two issues at play there. One is the physical side of the camera, size of the camera, which does allow you to sort of get into places easier than you would normally. And the other is something that exists even with film cameras now, which is operating with a monitor instead of an eyepiece. This is something that I'd started to do even with film cameras a couple of years ago. I find it a lot better, especially when you're doing handheld work, to be able to see peripherally the world around you while you're shooting is not only helpful in terms of framing, it's helpful obviously in terms of safety. So that's another thing that I think's changed operating and the way people frame is this sort of looking at an onboard monitor instead of an eyepiece. Psychologically it's a very different way of looking at things.